Hello, everyone. This is Ron, and I'm back with you with another episode of Empire Coins and Collectibles. Yes, we've gotten some packages in through the post, and I think it's time to go ahead and unbox them and open them. Some are, or at least one is coin related, the other is certainly not. At least I think that's what it is. It's not related to coins. It's something I think you'll find interesting as well. But before we go and get into the unboxing and de-enveloping, opening the envelopes. If you could, please like, share, and subscribe and help us grow the channel. That way we can share the joy we get out of coin collecting, and others might then find it interesting to become coin collectors and numismatists. Okay, enough of that. Let's go ahead and get started. So obviously, we do have a couple of things to share with you today. And I think, again, one of them certainly may be coin related. The other certainly may be a collectible. I got these two packages in the mail. One of them says eBay on it, so I'm pretty sure it's something that Miss Empire ordered for me. And the other, we'll have to wait and see. Okay, so let's go ahead and change the cameras, and I'm going to go to the desk camera right quick, and we will go ahead and get started. So this is the envelope we got. Obviously, it is something that is related to coins. At least I think I know what it is. Let's go ahead and get the scissors and open this up. If it is what I think it is, I think everyone should spend the money and get one of these. If it's not, you and I both will be surprised, and I'll be struggling to explain what we have. Oh, it's not what I thought. We ordered some more coin stock books. And I had a subscriber ask, where do I get the coin stock books? And I would say go out to eBay and do a word search on coin portfolios or coin stock books. And these will crop up. They're red, they're out of Canada. I like them because they'll hold 60 coins in the book, and it's kind of where I store not only my silver coins, but coins that are of interest to me. And then, of course, I lock them away in very safe places. And for my error coins, I have books of these and very specific types of error coins per book. So, yes, it is coin related. It's not the book I thought that I was getting in. We had ordered a Cherry Picker's Guide book and the latest edition, but that's not what this was. So I was mistaken, but I'm still happy I got these stock books in. I'm going to need to get a few more because my collection continues to grow. And the reason why I say that is I'm always on the hunt looking for collections to buy and then go through and keep what I want to add to my collection, keep the best, and then turn around and sell the rest. And you do that through coin shows. You do that through trading with other collectors. You do that with selling on your eBay stores or in your eBay stores. And that way you can minimize the cost of what you add to your collection. But if you're going to call it a collection, you need to buy these stock books or something similar. Maybe the plastic sheets. They're not really plastic now, but there's sheets that you can store up to 20 coins in a sheet, and you can put them in 3-ring binders. And I do have many, many binders filled with those as well. But these seem to be a little more manageable. I can label them with paper labels that have sticky on them, and I know exactly where the coins are when I go to look for them, even if I just want to pull them out to enjoy them. Okay, so that's this. That's the first unboxing. Maybe a little disappointing that it's not my cherry picker's guide, but we'll wait to see that when it does come in. Now, the next, of course, is this jewel here. I sent in some cards to CGC, and if you know who CGC is, they certify cards that are related to comic books, cards that are not your normal type sports cards. There are other things like Pokemon cards, Magic the Gathering, etc. So I sent in 3 cards from the 1999 basic set, the shadowless set, and also from the 1999 fossil set. And depending on what these are graded at, they could be good money, which I might turn around and sell some of them or all of them. Actually, I did this with my brother because it's out of a large collection that my brother and I bought, and we sent these in to get them certified. So I'd have to communicate with him to see exactly how he wants to deal with these. But if we decide to sell them, we'll probably sell them on our storefront. But it really depends because the market has come down quite a bit on all cards. And I would point you to the Boomer Life Lessons and Stories, the episode I did on the fear of missing out back in 2022 about how high the cards were. And it reminded me of the historical events over in the Netherlands when people were going crazy buying tulip bulbs that yielded exotic colored tulips. And some people were spending a year's wage on buying these tulip bulbs. Does that sound familiar? People were spending more than a year's wage on some of these sports cards. But in any case, the market has come crashing down in many respects, and depending on what the card is rated at will depict on how valuable the card is, in addition to the rarity of the card. So enough of that. Let's go ahead and see if we can't get this jewel opened up. Now I'm going to switch to the big camera so you guys can see me fumble around a little better. All right, so here's the box we're opening up, and I'm going to set it down and slice through some of the tape that they've got on this. This may be another set of sports cards. It may be some Michael Jordan phone cards that I bought, and then again, it may be the Pokemon cards. I have no real clue as to which one those are, but whichever one it is, I'm going to be quite excited, I imagine, if I can get it open. So cutting through this tape is a bit problematic, but I do salute those that I bought it from simply because I want to make sure that everything is protected. And it looks like I'm going to have to cut through this side here. Bear with me. Oh, it is. So we're going to go ahead and open up this one here, and then we'll be able to see what these cards are rated at. Now, for those of you that were expecting coin episodes, this is Empire Coins and Collectibles. And we do lots of other things, but mostly coins. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to now switch back. You can see that we've got it open. We set 3 cards in. Let me refix this camera on my desk, and I will change camera so we can get a better view. Well, actually, we'll try to do it here. So here we are. Let me just turn this down a bit so you can see it. Oh, you saw the first one. Looks like we have failed big time. And let me put this in behind it. I'm going to put that right there. Ooh, this is oh, and it is the Charizard. Oh my goodness. I thought it looked pretty good. I thought maybe 8.5 to 9.5, but CGC didn't agree with me. They said a 5. Now, notice what we paid for. If you look at this, we paid for the subgrades, and what really got us was the surface. See, it says a 4. So I'm wondering if there's scratches on the foil that I didn't see. Oh, and I can see a little dent down here, right there, now that we mention it. So obviously the surface is very, very important to the grade of the card, but still yet, it's still a valuable card. If I were to guess, a 5 on the Charizard is probably going to be maybe $800-900. You never know because the market is coming down. So I'm very pleased with the card being graded. I love the look of the slab, and I don't know, there's just something about the Charizard. If you would have asked me 2 years ago, Ron, will you ever be able to afford a Charizard? I would have said no. So we We now own one, and it's been graded. But it's not like what we had hoped for. We were hoping for an 8.5 to a 9.5. But that's the way it goes when you buy collections and you send cards in to be certified. I am not the expert, obviously. If I were saying that this is a 8.5 to a 9.5 and it turns out to be a 5, I missed the boat something terrible, didn't I? But again, I'm very happy. My brother's happy to own this card with me, and we'll decide what to do with it, whether to keep it or to sell it. Okay, what else do we have? I'll tell you the other two cards. This was from the base set, 1999, and it's shadowless. And just so you know, right there on the right edge, or is that your left edge? It's the left edge of the um, foil. There's always a darkened row right next to that edge on the foil, and that's called the shadow. There are a few cards that didn't get that down there, so it's called the shadowless. And because of that, it's a little bit rarer, right? Will it focus? There it is. This is base set shadowless. Let's move it center up. Card number 4102. And the centering was almost perfect. It was a 9, the corners 5.5, the edges 5, and the surface really got us at a 4. Wow. And from what I understand is a card cannot be graded any higher than one level up from the worst of the 4 gradings, the subgradings. But in any case, I'm very happy with having that card in our possession. Now, the other two cards, there's another card from the 1999 base set, and there is another card from the Fossil 1999 set. I thought both of those cards were probably anywhere from 8.5 to 9.5, and maybe the Blastoid, which is the one, I think I'm pronouncing that right, which was the one I most highly favored. I thought it could be a 10. And perhaps it is. Sorry that you're staring at my chin as I talk, but here's the next one. And oh wow, it looks like it is an 8.5. It is the Blastoise. It is another one of the shadowless from the base set. Look at that jewel. Can we get it to focus? Well, it's not wanting to play fair. I tell you what, I'm going to go to the camera on the desk, the one that you see right in front of me, and we'll see if we can. There it is, of course. I should have been using this all along. So it's an 8.5 base set, shadowless, 2 of 102. And look, we had edges at 9, corners at 8.5, surface at 8.5, and the centering at 8.5. So am I happy with the 8.5? I certainly am. And again, not knowing exactly what the latest sales are, but I would expect that this card perhaps is maybe $600-700, something in that range, perhaps, maybe as much as 800. Again, the prices change from week to week, and it really depends on the activities. But I'll take the 8.5. And by the way, we have the entire set. We have the entire 1999 set. We have the base set. We have the entire Fossil set. And we also have the entire, I believe it's called the Jungle set. So there'll be more cards that we'll probably end up sending in. But am I a bit disappointed that it wasn't a 10? Of course. I think anybody that sends cards in or coins in, they're going to be disappointed that they weren't the highest certification that they could be. But still, it's a good looking card, right? Not bad at all. Near mint to mint. Okay, now the last card. And I'm not going to go to the main camera, but we'll do it this way. Here it is. Now this one is a Dragonite, I think. So let's flip it over. Yay! Look at this. It's a Fossil Dragonite, and also, let me get my toothpick because Miss Empire likes me to use toothpicks. Look at this. It's a first edition card number 462. The holo is just fantastic. And I don't know, I'm not sure. Could this be, maybe $1,500 to $2,000? I really don't know. I'll have to check the latest sales at the auction site, the golden sales, the eBay sales, and perhaps the heritage sales. But in any case, I think that we did okay in terms of dollar amount. It's not like $5,000 or $10,000 is probably at the most. Maybe we can say that we can sell them for 3 to 4,000, but most likely it's going to be probably 2 to 3,000. Just kind of guessing if we decide to sell them. Some of these again may end up in the personal collection of mine and my brother's company that buys and sells sports cards and trading cards. All right, my friend, let's go back to the main camera. Sometimes you do the job really well, and sometimes you don't do the job very well at all. The range of grades that we got was 5, 8.5, and 9.5. But we sent in the Dragonite. We sent in, actually, this right here is the Dragonite. We sent in the Blastoise, and then we sent in the Charizard. And I would have never believed I could have afforded to own these things because those that were in pristine condition at 10, you're talking about tens of thousands, 20, 30, $40,000 still probably. If you can find them, they're worth money once you get them certified. Wasn't our case. All right, my friends, this is the thing. You always have to be out there making contacts, talking to people, giving out your business cards. I will tell you this, for those that want to get in the business and do it as a business and a hobby, remember, keep the best and sell the rest. Make yourself a set of business cards because any chance you get, you want to hand those business cards out because you will be amazed at how many people remember and say, oh, I think I have something they might be interested in. Let me call them. And because they have your business card, they can do that. And any number of times in this past year, we bought coins, we bought sports cards, we bought lots of different things because people have reached out to us, even autographs, due to them having our business cards. As we went around to garage sales, to thrift stores, to estate sales, to just any opportunity to let people know what we're looking for and what we're willing to buy. All right, my friends, that's it for today. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Not really disappointing, but not really all that exciting as what I hoped it to be. But it is what it is. We'll always be out there looking because as we've always said, if you're not out there looking, you're not finding. Take care and all the best.